Hi, my name is Laura Workman, and this is my persuasive speech for Speech 1311. Pink slime. Jamie Oliver, a famous chef and advocate for healthier lunches in our children's schools, describes the process of making pink slime as this. You take the meat that the butcher throws out because it's not edible and because nobody wants to eat it, and you put it into a large centrifuge where it's spun around and heated up until it's broken down into an edible form. Then, because this particular part of the meat is so infested with E. coli, it's put in a bath of ammonia and water. And then it's drained and turned into the so-called pink slime and is put into our meats and other things as a filler. Sounds disgusting, right? Sounds horrible for you, right? Where's the last place you think you'd find it? Well, according to Elizabeth Flock, from the Washington Post, 7 million pounds of this pink slime was put into our children's lunches in school in spring 2012. 7 million pounds. And that's not even the only problem. Our children are being fed lunches that are filled with sodium, sugar, fat, trans fats, and lots of other additives, and that lack fiber and other vital nutrients. I want you to be aware that what the public school system is feeding our children is contributing to a huge problem, and it's going to have devastating effects on our children and their generation. Did you know that children born in the year 2000 have a 30% chance of getting diabetes sometime in their lifetime, and most will before they're even out of high school? This was in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and the CDC states that 16.9% of children between ages 2 and 18 are already obese. Why is this acceptable? We know what causes this, and we're putting it in our children's schools. Not only is it causing these diseases, but it's contributing to learning problems. It's what you give children junk, and then you want to send them to class to learn and perform to the best of their ability. Are you kidding me? They're not being fed foods that are vital for their brain function. For instance, in the documentary Killer at Large, they state that lunches in our schools have become more about quantity than quality. A lunch consisting of chicken nuggets, tater tots, fruit soaked in syrup, and chocolate milk is reimbursable by the government because it meets the standard of 650 calories or higher. These are horrible calories, but they will not approve a tuna fish sandwich, fresh salad, fresh fruit, and 1% milk because it doesn't meet the 650 calorie requirement. But those calories are healthier, obviously. It doesn't make any sense. This country needs to wake up. It's hypocritical to teach our children about nutrients and what they should put into their bodies, and then send them right down the hallway where they're fed the opposite of what they were just taught. We teach our children at home about healthy foods, but they come home to us and say, well, the school serves it. We need to reprioritize things as a country. Our government spends $9 billion a year, according to Chef Ann Cooper. $9 billion just to keep the California prison system going, but only $7 billion to feed 30 million children lunches every day. After other costs are taken out, that breaks down to 80 cents per kid per day for a whole lunch. We spend more on keeping our prisoners alive in this country than on the health and future of our children. It's ridiculous. We need to take money from those prisons, for instance, in every state and put it towards our kids' lunches, and we could feed them healthier foods. There's no reason that they should be fed this junk. They deserve the right to a happy and healthy life, not a life full of diseases and just horrible things. If we do not change our ways, we are looking at being directly responsible for our children having debilitating and life-altering diseases. In our lifetime, we're going to see them have diabetes, cancer, obesity problems. According to the CDC, 15% of children between 2 and 15 are already showing streaks of fatty deposits in their arteries. This is literally the beginning of heart disease. We will see their generation having those heart attacks at 40 or younger, having diabetes before they get out of high school. And if they live past these problems, what quality of life will they have? We are looking at their generation being the first generation in a long time to have a shorter lifespan than their parents' generation. You may think you're small, you may think there's nothing that you can do, but that is so far from the truth. We have to hold our government to a higher standard. We need to change things. Write letters. Go to school districts. Stand up and fight for our children and for their future generations. If we don't do it, who's going to? The USDA is not going to change anything unless they are forced to. And don't buy the lunches. Put food in your kids' lunchbox that you know is healthy for them, and teach them about the truths of the poison that they're being served at school. Knowledge is power, so use this power and go make a difference. Thank you.